Oh Lord, I see what brings me here. It's a mother to all my wanderings. The valleys green will age with me. Its dirt will shine and linger.
A short video just for my patrons. I have had to postpone my US trip and US trip roadshow for 2019, but it's not all bad news. The reason for it is that when I'm planning these big trips, there are so many balls in the air, and they're all, not all, but most of the important ones have got to land and land well. Otherwise, the investment, the time, etc., and the event itself is compromised. So what is happening is this. I'm now in Outback Oz and decided that after my Kimberley trip I was still yearning for, remoteness and that kind of thing, so I've done this was not planned, this trip. I'm doing a remote trip now on my own. It'll be 5-6 days. And just before I came out on this trip, I had to make the decision, and as I made the decision, literally within a day, other things started falling into place. So while it's a short delay, actually, big picture, much better. I instead am going to Africa for just 3 weeks, and the reason why I'm going for Africa is that I've purchased a vehicle. I'm going to build a vehicle in Africa. Now, the vehicle is not a dream machine like my troop carrier. It's a basic station wagon. It's 20 years old. It's got 300,000 kilometers on it, and I'm going to overhaul it and convert it into an overland machine. It's based on the Toyota Land Cruiser 100. In this case, it's the 105, the solid axle. Basically, it's a 100 with an AT series chassis. Sold in limited countries, but what I'm going to share with you can be applied to any station wagon vehicle, not just this. This was just my choice because I've owned 105s and I particularly like the 105. And I'm going to be doing that in South Africa in September with Paul Marsh. That black line is in fact the Earth casting its shadow on its own atmosphere. Wow, how about that?
That's quite a thought, you know.
It is.
Hey?
Oh. And it's so clear out in the Kalahari, that difference.
Wait till the stars come up.
Stars will be good tonight. Stars will be very good tonight. No moon.
Yeah.
Are you hungry?
That steak's calling.
That steak's screaming.
A beer and steak is like about the right thing.
Okay, let's go.
Boys' meal.
So Paul, who is the guru when it comes to mechanical stuff in a vehicle, I don't know anybody that knows as much as he does, particularly with vehicles operating in desert and rough and hard-going environments, and also the restoration of these vehicles. So instead of the US Roadshow, that's what I'm doing. Then I will be back in Australia to build a series of troop carriers for clients. And my new hero vehicle, which is based on a 79 long wheelbase, which will be a chassis extension, quite a big build. And then I definitely will be going to the States in March, because I'll have nowhere else to go. I'm actually moving out of my current accommodation and actually putting everything into storage, and Gun and I will be traveling. We'll be doing some major trips on various continents for the first 6 to 8 months of 2020. So what the delay actually means is actually, in the long term, far more. And I will be doing the roadshow as I had previously planned. Same route, but I will be ending it at the Everland Expo West in Flagstaff in Arizona. And I might be inviting some patrons to come along on a trip, a couple of days in Utah during that. I've still got to work out the logistics of how I can do that, but that's what I would like to do, to basically say to you guys, thank you for your patience, but more announcements to come.